Hey music fans, as a roadie I had this great opportunity to tour with all these bands. I wrote a book about my experiences on the road and it was the #1 new release on Amazon and Bios and it's now sold millions of copies on Kindle. I'm Joel Roadie and this is my podcast, Party Like a Rock Star. Other new release, I don't know if you're interested or you have the time, but Ren, that guy, if you remember Ren out of the UK, and he released a track today. I was going to see if you want to check it out with me.
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. Okay. Let's give it a go. Back by popular demand is my friend, Rocko Reedy. If we don't know who Rocko Reedy is, you didn't see any of his reactions thus far on my channel, I encourage you to do so. Rocko's a cool guy. He's worked as a tech, a stage manager, a production manager, and a rigger. He's toured with STYX, Kansas, Cheap Trick, REO Speedwagon, Loverboy, Ren Troubles, Bryan Adams, John Mellencamp, Aerosmith, Bon Jovi, The Scorpions, Kiss, MC Hammer, Def Leppard, Eric Clapton, U2, Journey, Nine Inch Nails, Heart, Madonna, The Smashing Pumpkins, Marilyn Manson, and many, many more. He's a great guy. I really love that you guys seem to enjoy his reactions. He's enjoying it as he's retired now. Anyway, let's jump into his next reaction here, and we will see what Rocko Reedy has to say about your favorite band. Okay, so this is Ren, and you checked out Ren with me. We did the track... Hi Ren. Hi Ren, and I think you appreciated it a lot, as I do too. I think he's fantastic. Anyway, he just released this track today called Troubles, but he did the acoustic version. So this is just 2 weeks old. This is the official music video, and in 2 weeks he's got 2 million views on this video already. And to be upfront with you, I prefer the acoustic, but I always prefer acoustic, I think. I like that stuff. So I'm intrigued to see what you think of, well, either version. So we'll start with the official music video because that was released first.
All right.
Ooh, Lordy, trouble so hard. Ooh, Lordy, trouble so hard.
I don't reach into the past very much for these shards of shattered glass and harsh paper cuts. Leave me stop when I reach in, memories are seeped in. Hydrochloric acid, I go to war and get passive and freeze up. Music help the ice to thaw. Put the chisel in the middle, swing the hammer of Thor. Pull it out of the impossible, Excalibur sword. Etching notepads full of reasons why my feelings are sore. The first day that I got sick, ejected from the cockpit of living. 19, young teen, waking up bitten. Posters up, manhunt, Ren went missing. Hard to have faith when the gods don't listen. The first year maybe was the hardest. Waking in the body that was buried like a carcass. Brain in the lion's den, body in the shark pit. Waking up in pain again, aching, broken hearted. Persistent little blogger, I was bouncing from a doctor to a doctor to a doctor, like a table tennis game that has no end. So be the fate of Ren. Every single question answered with a question on the end. The second year I came to terms with giving up my dreams. Mine was severed from the means to help me write these rhyme schemes. Brain was inflamed, the fatigue was crushing. Hard to remain sane with your brain combusting. And the third year was murder, living in a purgatory full of worry, wouldn't live to be 30. Lifestyle hurt me, always in my bed tomb. Rearranged the alphabet and all the letters spelled doom. Light hurt my eyes, popping pills to survive. When you're 23 and mentally you steadily decline. 24 I was poor, disability benefits. What's the benefit of disability? It's irrelevant. 25 and the scars that were etched, they crack. Elastic bands only stretch so far and then snap. Deep in psychosis, hallucinations, troubled vision. Visits from the underworld were conjuring my superstition. 25 living back at home with my mum, but not because I'm a bum, alone and physically done. So thin, so frail, so weak I'd become. And my skin so pale, never kissed by the sun. One time I carved a hole in my chest just to feel. I wish that was a metaphor, the struggle was real. When you're living in the Holocaust you buckle and kneel. There's relief in the teeth of the kiss of cold steel. Facts, 26, I'm highly medicated and the pain sophisticated while I'm lying broken naked on my back. I brought my microphone until my coffin started dropping raw thoughts with the Grim Reaper knocking on the track. But then, man, lo and behold, I heard an angel beckon on this treacherous road. Was a stem cell doctor with a generous glow. In the cell transplant, pulled me out of the cold. And my skin got younger and my body got stronger. And my stomach felt hunger for a door that was closed. And my soul heard music for the first time. Beauty was a word I'd use for this gift of gold. Oh Lord, I forgive you. Lord, I forgive you. Lord, I forgive you. Make me whole. This music I give you. Pain that I live through. Everything I've been through is yours to hold.
What did you think of this one?
I thought it was entertaining.
Mhm.
Thought it's not my cup of tea as far as the whole rap thing. It's to me it was a bit 21 Pilots derivative kind of thing. Where's he from, by the way? Do you know?
I do. So he's from the UK. So I believe he's Welsh originally, but then he moved over to England and was raised in England. And then he has been in Canada for quite some time. And I don't know where he's at now.
All right. Well, this was shot in Edmonton, Alberta. I know that because I saw an area code on there.
Okay.
But I was wondering if the accent was genuine or not. So if he's from the UK, then yeah, it is.
Yeah.
He had that kind of with the rapping thing going on with it. It was just like the English guy trying to sound like an urban rapper, which to me,
Didn't fly.
I'm
not a big rap guy either. I say it in a lot of these videos. I'm just not. It's just not what speaks to me.
I think it's important for the message that he's trying to get across, which is that there's hope at the end of the tunnel. It's not an oncoming train, and I think it's good that people now are not. There's not the stigma that there used to be about discussing mental health. Me, I enjoy being crazy, but there's a lot of kids out there who are faced with dilemmas, and that's why suicide rates are so high. So I'm glad to see that there's stuff coming out like this that people can watch and realize that they're not alone.
Absolutely.
And I think that's an important thing in today's society, because let's face it, the scariest thing on television is the 10 o'clock news.
Yeah.
And to wake up and deal with that, and kids going to school having to wear Kevlar vests and go through metal detectors, it's like it's a different world out there. And and I don't think kids are scared of it. I think they're just looking at it and going, "What the fuck?" What's this world that we're in? And I think that it will turn into them being reactive to it and improving their living conditions. And that's always been the thing, in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, everything was hunky-dory. You'd watch television and, all of the families on TV were real nice people, and very moral and, always did right and stuff like that. And then, years later, you come to find, I remember when the father of America from television was this guy who portrayed a doctor in a family. And his family was the ideal family, and he was the ideal dad and all the rest of this stuff. And then years later, Bill Cosby got caught.
I was just going to say for my generation it was Bill Cosby, but that's who I was going to push.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, and the portrayal has been bullshit of as far as what people are actually. Whereas now, people are very realistic. People are discussing things out in the open that used to be a stigma where you couldn't discuss things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's part of the changing world. I'm just kind of pissed off. I think I'm very glad that I've been alive in the time period where we had the Beatles and Van Halen and Elvis and all the rest of that, because in the big scheme of life on Earth, it's going to be a real small area that all of this came out of. Sure. But having so much media out there and people, there's so much stuff out here, you don't have a choice of what's going on. No, it's more to explore. That's what I'm really digging about doing this stuff with you, is that I'm discovering things that a guy my age should not be listening to, But I'm just saying, it's just not something I would, if my constituents, because I'm not like, the people. I really enjoy. My wife's an attorney, and when you get a roadie and an attorney together, it's a very diverse dichotomy of people. But when I go to any of her events, people want to know all about the music business and all the things and stuff like that. And and I'm sitting there going, well, I'd like to hear about divestiture of investments and ramifications of doing this. I don't know. I just look it up, But it's nice that through music and through the multimedia that people can not only communicate in one direction, they can communicate the other.
Sure.
And that transfers into the live show for any of these bands that are out there. I get a kick out of now. I just saw a thing with AC/DC. Think of how long they've been around. And I saw a thing of right before their show started, all of the people are holding these LED lights that there's some kind of program, and it's programming animation into the lights out over the audience that these people are holding up.
That's
how cool is that?
Yeah, that's so neat.
But think about who's doing it. The original 4-chord band, and they're still those same 4 chords.
Is that a Cosmo thing?
Probably, yeah.
Cool. All right, let's jump into the newer version of this. It's the acoustic version that came out today, that in my humble opinion, I think is great. I like it a lot. So let's see what you think.
Let me see.
Okay. Hey, the podcast is over. What are you still doing here? Well, while you're here, like and subscribe. Thanks.